Hi. The future's so bright, you gotta wear shades. Okay, here we are busy in the kitchen today. We're going to make deviled eggs. I went ahead and boiled them ahead of time, but I will show you how to do a successful boil of an egg. Come on over here with me. Okay, you get a pan, just depending on how many eggs you want to do, depends on the size of the pan. I went ahead and boiled 5. And just fill the pan totally full, turn it all the way up, and let it boil before you put the eggs in. And I add a little salt. I don't know, I've heard it makes it cook better, boil faster, but for whatever reason, you add the salt. And what you do is you let it boil. That takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes at the most, maybe like 3.5 minutes. And then once it does, you have to get a big spoon and slowly set the eggs into the boiling water one at a time. So just, very slowly, don't burn yourself. Let it keep on boiling. And once it does, I figured out the best time for me for the kind of deviled eggs that I like is about 7 minutes. And so you set your timer, let it keep on boiling at high for 7 minutes. And these have already been boiled. And so what I usually do is I let it set on the stove, cool off. And then I set it in the sink and run it under cold water. By the way, what you need for this recipe is not too many things at all. Eggs, mustard, mayonnaise, and sometimes pickles. And also, let's see if I have any. I think I have every single spice but nutmeg right now. Sometimes I fake it and use something that looks like it. But, okay. Found something that looks like it. So we'll grab the eggs. Sometimes I like to just put these in a bowl, go sit in front of the TV if I make a lot of them, because it's a little time consuming sometimes. Sometimes the eggs cooperate and sometimes they don't. So you just basically give them a little crack and peel them off. Sometimes they come off in big pieces, sometimes just a little. Just kind of nudge them. But it really helps to let them cool off. Oh, look, see, this one's coming off not too bad. And set them aside. I like to call these Erin's infamous deviled eggs. There's something I'll tell you about a little later if I remember what you can put into the deviled eggs if you take them to a party, and I call it the door prize winner. But these days, with being politically correct and all that good stuff, I stopped doing that because what if somebody is allergic to that one item that I'm going to sneak in there? But it's really a fun surprise. I mean, it doesn't really take that much time to do, and it's an original thing, and not too many people bring deviled eggs to the potluck. And it's always nice to try different people's recipes because there's really like tons of things you can put in there. I can't come up with anything off the top of my head right now, but I like to just keep it simple and sweet. As you know, I like doing everything totally handmade without any tools or anything like that. And these aren't coming off too bad, which I love. And we'll see what the insides look like when we get there. So I'm on the last egg right now. And just make sure you get all the shells off. Done with the pan. Okay, so now I am getting a steak knife, and I'm going to cut the eggs, and I need a bowl to put the yolks in. So you just kind of slice them like this. And look at those eggs. They're pretty perfect, aren't they? Not yolky at all. And you throw them into this bowl. This one looks a little yolky in the middle. It had a big fat yolk. I tell people like 7 to 9 minutes. I guess 7 was a little on the light side. But this one looks perfect. They almost all look perfect. They usually come out really good. And I like, this one looks pretty perfect. I mean, there's some times when the eggs don't cooperate at all and they all look kind of funny. But you know, practice makes perfect.